A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got a man, it's Sands. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line. Be a first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. He now has 53 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise at the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's into the open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contest.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's long. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's late. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sands. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it, The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Power football with the run. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. On target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolfpack need this third and short to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Touchdown, Nevada. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Caught over the middle. It's Sands. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a catch at the 10. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right.
There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to throw on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Daniel. Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Nevada offense really has it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks. Racing down the left side. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be third and long. to throw. It's long. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Graves. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Graves. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Give to the running back. Finds a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Caught close to the marker, it's Graves. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Graves. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. The give from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Behind the chains now on second and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Fights off the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This Nevada offense really has it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Law. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Stands in and takes the hit. Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got room to work. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Law. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Law. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the returner is stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Law. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Right back to the well. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Wolfpack with a really good time to take a shot on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniel. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Quarterback looks for a little space. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's long. Under fire. Hard running there. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The fourth and goal fails, and they'll take over at the 4. Scanning the field, it's long. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.